And now here we are looking at example 2, or example B. Example A was a growth model. It talked about, all right, this is a decay model. So we'll be looking for a B value that will be less than 1. So when we look at this one, we see that it's talking about a softball that has been dropped and how it bounces, how it rebounds, the height it reaches with each bounce. We can see that it was dropped from a height of 25 inches. So that's telling us that our A, our initial value, is 25 inches. That's our initial height. Each bounce thereafter will be 2/5, the height. 2/5 the height. So our B value, our factor of exponentiation, will be 2/5. Well, 2/5, I would hope we understand, is less than 1, which creates a decay model. Okay, so now brings us to our question. Our question, how high can the softball be expected to bounce after the 4th bounce? So it looks like here we're talking about the number of bounces and the height it's achieved. So it looks like our variables, we will let, I'm going to go ahead and use n for the number of bounces. I'm not using B, which would be a logical choice because we've already used a B to help us identify one of our conditions, and I don't want to cause any confusion. So that's the number of bounces, plus we need another variable for the result, which will let h equal the height. Okay, this is an exponential function in the format of f of x. Again, we're going to have a function in f of x equals a times the b to the x. Now remember, f, x can all change our conditions. Remember, we're going to use our variables. So our output is height. So we'll be looking at h of n, the height after a number of bounces. Our initial condition, 25, times our factor of exponentiation, which is 2/5. Feel free to write that as a decimal, 0.4 if you wish, to n, the number of bounces. So there is our function. Okay, but we don't want just the function. We need to know after the 4th bounce. So we're going to evaluate our function at h of 4. So it's going to be 25 times 2/5 to the 4th power, because it's the 4th bounce. And evaluating the calculator, we end up getting 0.64 in height in inches. So don't forget, we need to answer in the context. So the softball can be expected to reach a height of 0.64 inches on the 4th bounce. Well, this is quickly decaying because after 4 bounces, it's no longer 20. It's barely getting to just a little bit more than ½ an inch. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is example B.